I'm hoping this will come full circle, right? So bear with me. I've been triggered recently. Triggered, what a buzzword. I'm like, that sort of thing. When it comes to spiritual teachers and kind of gurus online, or even sort of self-development, this is how you do things. Because from my perspective, it's not a one size fits all. This is what you do for trauma. If you do this exercise for trauma, then you're going to be released and everything's hunky-dory and glory. It's like there isn't a one size fits all approach when it comes to self-development. Therefore, it's challenging to teach because you can't just teach everyone the same thing and it's all going to be fine. And I don't like the authoritarian teacher kind of, well, I did this and worked for me and now I know all there is to know. I'm like, argh. It's funny. And I'm so aware of when I share and do videos that I'm like, I don't want to come across like that. I just want to share my perspective, what's gone on for me, anything that I'm aware of, what's in my space. Oh, this is what's going on for me, in the hope that somebody else might be in the same space and it might mirror them and they might go, oh yeah, that's really interesting, and really I'm in a really similar space at the moment. That it's more of a balance kind of, I'm just going to share where I'm at, and if you have a mirror it might help you, great. And I like it when I see other videos, I'm like, oh, that mirrors me, that's really great. And then I can get a takeaway, rather than when I feel like I'm being taught by someone who I get the impression that they feel like they know more than me. I'm a bit like, oh, it's not about that. There's no hierarchy paradigm anymore. It's just like, I like it to be sort of balanced. Like, nobody is more spiritual than the next person. Nobody knows more. We are just all having a human experience, and we can help each other in a co-creative, balanced, reflective way using mirrors. And the funny thing about mirrors is when you have a judgment or something, or like about somebody else, it's never anything to do with them. It's always, what can I learn about that? What is that teaching me? Rather than it being anything about the person that you've judged. Because when you kind of feel someone with your body and open and let them in, it's very different. But if you notice you have a thought judgment about them, you can then go, I've judged this might be appearance, what they're wearing, what they've said, something, but it's based on your past and nothing to do with their present reality, because you would need to question and ask them, is this valid? I don't know if that makes sense. So my full circle is, did I mirror that shadow part of me? That kind of teacher, I know more than you, spiritual guru. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's some shadow work there, because I get a contraction and a wince and I'm like, oh, that will be unlocked life force, that if I stepped into that, I might find some really valuable energy for myself. So I will do. I'm holding my, I don't know when I would do it though, on my own or in my class. We'll have to see. Got a cacao ceremony tomorrow. I might step into some weird know-it-all guru and they'll all be like, okay, I'm doing an experiment for myself. A picture.